Hey guys, so I'm doing a video today about some of the new Urban Decay stuff that launched for, I guess they're considering it their summer launch, but it's springtime, so I got two things and I'm really excited about it, so I wanted to just do a separate video for this. I'm so scatterbrained right now, I can't think of what I wanted to say. I wish I hadn't done my eye makeup neutral, because I got this in the mail today and I wanted to kind of do a first impressions, and I should have worn it in this video, but I'm going to do some tutorials with this palette because I'm so excited about it. So the things I'm going to be talking about, the Urban Decay Electric palette, which you've probably seen everywhere, but I'm so excited that I got it, and the Super Saturated Ultra Intense Waterproof Cream Eyeliner, which I actually am wearing it on my top lash line. I kind of just went over the eyeliner I already had because I was so excited to try this out. But, so I'll talk about the eyeliner first. So they have 4 new eyeliners, and I'm probably going to eventually try some of the other ones, but this one, I was most excited about this. I haven't had a, this is more of a cream eyeliner than a gel, so I'm going to call it a cream eyeliner. I haven't had a good one in a really long time. I think the one that I currently have that is super black and awesome is the L'Oreal, what is this called? The Lacquer Liner, and it's this little teeny tiny one. 2.3 grams in the L'Oreal one and 3 grams in the Urban Decay one, which looks like a giant pot, but it's got their silver UD logo. It's like mirrored, you can see the camera in there, and kind of almost the same packaging as a MAC paint pot. It is super creamy and easy to work with. I find that I can do winged liner easiest with gel and cream liners like this. I always use my bent eyeliner brush from Sonia Kashuk. I have the e.l.f. one too, but for some reason I always go back to this one. This used to be white, but this is what happens when you buy white brushes. White handled brushes, anyway. But you get so much control over it with that, and I don't know, I mean, this is my first time trying it out, but I like it so far. It is very smudgy, so I don't know how the staying power is going to be, but like I said, oh no, I didn't say it yet. I will have a review once I've played with it more, and that'll be on the blog, and as soon as I post reviews on this stuff, I always go back to the video that I made about it and put the link to the blog post in the info box. So, the electric palette is, this kind of had mixed feelings from people, because not everybody likes super bright eyeshadows. I can go either way. I'll wear neutrals on days when I don't feel like doing a lot, and I don't know, I'm more of a color eyeshadow person, so I am super excited about this palette. This is what the box looks like, same as the front of the palette, and then the back shows you all the colors. What's worth mentioning is that Slow Burn, Savage, Jilted, and Urban are all not FDA approved for the eyes, but there's a big spiel about it, about how all this stuff is approved in Europe and stuff, and it's just basically them covering themselves if it irritates your eyes. So, I mean, I'm still going to use them on my eyes. I don't have sensitive eyes. If it irritates me, then I'll stop using those 4 colors on my eyes, but just a worth mentioning type thing. So, this palette's actually bigger in person than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's not incredibly bulky or anything, but it's got a magnetic closure, which is very nice. It's a strong magnet, so it's not going to just like pop open. Giant mirror, trying not to blind you. It's still got the plastic on it though, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then it's got the little UD logo. This one comes with a double-ended brush, which is pretty much what all their palettes come with lately, but this one's cool because it's black and the bristles are purple. I've said it a million times, I'm never fond of Urban Decay's brushes, but this one actually feels like it might be pretty nice. This is just like an eyeshadow application brush, and then this is more of a smudger. So I don't know, I'll try it out. I always end up trying them out and never really using them, but so this palette comes with 10 colors, which is less than what they usually come with, like the big palettes around the holidays, like the Vice palettes and their Books of Shadows. Those all come with 20 shadows, and those are usually like $56. This was $49 and it only comes with 10, so that's kind of a, you know, but their Naked palettes have 12 shadows, and those are around the same price too, so I guess it's just whatever they feel like pricing them at. But anyways, the first color is Revolt, and this was in the Anarchy face case. Which is right here. And it's still same formulation and everything. They haven't changed it. It doesn't feel any different. Instead of like swatching it and making a mess, because these are all super pigmented and tend to stain. Well, actually, I guess I'll show you because may as well, right? So that's the metallic silver, and I will have pictures somewhere, so I'm going to scoot over so I can actually put the pictures in the corner. Metallic silver, like I said, that's what that one looks like. That one you kind of have to build up. It's not crazy pigmented, but it's nice, and I threw away my friggin' wipe that I was using. Okay, so the next one is this super bright blue called Gonzo. Right there. And this one has some little bits of shimmer in it. I thought it was a matte at first, but it's definitely got some hints of shimmer, and I have no base or anything on my hand. I'm just straight up swatching them. So that one is like crazy bright blue. I have tons of blue eyeshadows, and I don't think I have one that's quite that bright, so that's a plus. Actually, a lot of the shadows that are in here, I don't have anything close to it, because I don't have like many fluorescent ones, I guess you would call them. Slow Burn is a crazy reddish orange, and it kind of has silver sparkle in it, but none of the sparkle in these shades, except for the metallic one, really show up when swatched, so I shouldn't say when swatched, when you're using them. This one is like insanely pigmented. That's probably why the ones they say that aren't approved for the eye area, or the immediate eye area, because they're crazy pigmented, so shadows like that can tend to stain, especially if you don't use a base underneath them, so definitely recommend a base. Even though they're super pigmented like this, you need to have that under there or you're gonna stain your eyelids, because like I'm staining my hand here trying to get them off. So that's Slow Burn. Savage is the fluorescent pink right here, which again is awesome because I always like a good bright pink shadow, and this one is definitely bright pink. Kind of similar to Sugar Pill's Dolly Pop. Actually, very similar to Dolly Pop, so we'll see what they look like next to each other. Yeah, pretty dead on. See that? I didn't even think that I had one close to that, but this is Savage from Urban Decay, and that one's Sugar Pill's Dolly Pop. So if you have Dolly Pop, you have pretty much that color. That Dolly Pop is a little bit darker, but they're pretty dead-on dupes right there. Out of this whole palette, though, that's the only one that I could think of a dupe for when I was looking through them, so which is surprising, especially for the purples, because I have a ton of purples and none are really that color. So this next kind of deep turquoise color is called Fringe, and this is definitely a more satin finish. I wouldn't call it metallic because it doesn't have that much shine to it, but this one is gorgeous. So that's the top row of shadows, and this one likes to stain too, as you can see. Kind of just makes it look like my hand's all bruised up. Alright, so that's that was the top row, and then the bottom row we have Chaos, which I was super excited for this color because this was the one that made me want to get the first Vice palette, but I finally waited too long and it wasn't available anymore. But this is the most disappointing shadow for me in this palette. It feels super smooth and creamy, but it's just... See how it's kind of patchy and chalky? I mean, definitely will work with the base and will be workable, but it's just not... It doesn't have that oomph that all the other shades in this palette have, so that was kind of a bummer. Chaos disappointed me here. So, we have Jilted, which is more of like a... I wouldn't even really call it a pinky purple. It's kind of like a violet, and it's got a blue duochrome to it, if you can tell. It's like a deeper, darker version of their fishnet eyeshadow. Hopefully you can see the... I hope the swatch pictures that I took will do it justice, because it doesn't look like when it's showing up on camera like it's doing it much justice. And this is another one that stains. So Bourbon, which has a very fitting name because everything Urban Decay is always purple. It's this deep purple right here. This color is amazing, and it's very slightly, what's the word for it? It's got a slight satin finish to it, but this is like neon crazy purple. I'm most excited for this color and the next one that I'm going to show. Like this... Just seeing the colors in this palette got me so inspired to like go do some colorful looks, because oh my god, I need bright shadows in my life. Freak is the other one that I'm most excited for. It's this shimmery lime green, and when they came out with their new colors, all the new shades of their 24/7 eyeliners, the Freak one was the first one that I bought. So pretty. It's still one of my favorite eyeliners that I own, and when I saw that this palette was coming out and had it in eyeshadow form, that was pretty much what cemented the fact that I needed this palette. So this is the Freak color, and this is definitely going to get a lot of use from me, especially for the springtime. It's like so neon it doesn't even want to show up here. It's almost got like gold shimmer in it. It's just one of my favorite colors. Love, love, love it. And then this next color, and the last one, is called Thrash. And it's a very yellowed lime green color. Or I guess the proper name for it is chartreuse. This is another one that's got almost like little gold flecks in it. I'll show you it that way first. And it's just crazy, crazy. I hope that these are showing up true to color, because they seem like they're showing up darker on my viewfinder anyway, but I guess I'll find out when I edit it. These are all very soft and creamy textures, with the exception of Chaos, which is kind of chalky and but all the other ones, no problem with swatching them. They're just, oh, this is a beautiful palette. Definitely not going to tickle the fancy of those who are just neutral people, but as much as I love the Naked palettes, I was kind of getting sick of just having them come out with neutral palettes, because like the first Urban Decay palette I ever got, the first Urban Decay anything I ever got was their Deluxe Shadow Box, I think it was called. I think it was called the Deluxe Shadow Box with the little beads on the front. But this was the first thing that ever got me into Urban Decay, and I mean, I used the blue, the purple, and the green constantly. I was like, up until I discovered these eyeshadows, I never realized that eyeshadows could be that bright and pigmented, and this is what made me fall in love with Urban Decay. So for them to come out with an all bright palette like this was like, as soon as I heard about it, I got so excited. I'm like, I need to know when this is coming out. And they actually didn't make us wait too long from the point that they announced this to the point that it went on sale. And I'm crazy and ordered it the night it went on sale. I'm on the Spectra message board a lot. If any of you guys know what it is, it's just like an all makeup message board community. And we all thought that it was going to come out at midnight, so I was like, okay, I'll stay up and wait. But it was midnight Pacific time, so it meant 3 in the morning here. So what I did, well, it was Steven's idea actually, was set the alarm for 3 o'clock, and I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and ordered it, which was so stupid because, I mean, it didn't sell out. It's not a limited edition thing. It was just like, I don't know. I'm silly and I do silly things. So, I can't believe that I actually just admitted that. So, anyway, that is the 2 new things I got from Urban Decay. I was originally excited for their glitters, but seeing more about them and seeing them up close, it looks like craft store glitter, and I probably would not use it at all, so kind of bummed on those. But like I said, I want to eventually try some of the other new liners. They have a felt tip pen liner, a twist up liner, which is one of my favorite types of eyeliners, and a matte black pencil liner, which isn't that exciting, but yeah, so I'm gonna stop blabbing now. I have a ton of videos and stuff to edit, so I'm gonna go get to doing that, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.